This game, I played Lukas in the jungle. He's a very reliable solo carry. He can initiate fights on his own, unlike some other junglers who need to wait for the perfect moment to engage, or else they just die. But Lukas isn't like that. You can get away with making some mistakes. He's really good against enemies with a lot of crowd control, since he has CC immunity on his skill 1 and skill 3. If Lukas gets a good early game, he becomes really annoying. You can't kill him because he becomes too tanky, and on top of that, he has insane burst damage and sustain. But if you have a bad early game, you can't be as aggressive with Lukas. To be honest, you can't really play aggressively with any hero if you have a bad start. This match was kind of interesting because I messed up my early game really badly, and my teammates couldn't cover for me.
This game was really hard. The enemies had a better lineup, and Odette was snowballing really hard. But the game was still winnable, as long as I played out without making too many mistakes. I didn't immediately engage here. Instead, I decided to ambush Hanzo, since he was the most vulnerable target. I wasn't confident that I could survive Odette's damage and still manage to kill 3 enemies. So I chose the safest option that would guarantee me a kill, instead of going for 3 kills that weren't guaranteed. At this point, the enemies had a huge lead. Even their EXP laner was 2 levels ahead of me. In situations like this, you have to play patiently. Don't take fights that you're not confident you can win, and most importantly, don't try to save a teammate who is feeding. What's gonna happen is both you and your teammate ends up dying.
I managed to steal the turtle and immediately backed off, since I knew we couldn't win a team fight. I didn't have my War Ox yet, which is the core item Lukas needs. So instead, I took on Frederick, since I knew he couldn't kill me.
Understood.
Getting that kill could have gotten me a little more gold. But we got a turret, so good enough, I guess. You shouldn't be greedy, especially in situations like this. Just take whatever you can get. I finally got my War Axe, and now I'm confident that I can take this fight in the bottom lane. Here's the important part. I used my basic attacks to maintain my War Axe stacks for maximum damage. And look at that! Granger got instantly deleted with just my skill 1. And I got a shutdown on Odette, who had been a huge problem for us until now. This is why Lukas is so strong right now. I managed to kill 4 enemies on my own, even though my team was so far behind in gold. Even though I managed to pull that off, I didn't get cocky and assume that the enemies couldn't kill me. They definitely had enough damage to shred me. Tigreal made a really good set here, and my team managed to kill Odette. And now, if you look at the scoreboard, we finally managed to catch up to the enemies in terms of gold. I was even 1,000 gold ahead of the enemy marksman, who had the highest gold on their team.
Now look at the play Armia makes. She dove onto Odette and Granger, even though Odette still had her ultimate. And she got one-shotted. Anyways, I went back to farming since we couldn't do anything there regardless. Here, our maid and marksman decided to clear the mid lane instead of joining us. That was a good set by Tigreal, but I was a bit too far away to do anything. If our maid and marksman had been there, we probably could have wiped them out.
You Sí, I got to stay, we got to stay away. Sé que como un trofeo quieres tenerme, pero I don't need no one. Que yo ya sé que de ti I got to stay, we got to stay away.